Recently, many local dignitaries gathered for a ribbon cutting and tour of new SMSD facilities.
I am very excited. I think this is a great opportunity for the community of Stafford, for the students of Stafford, for the faculty and staff and administrators here to have nice new buildings and just, I'm ecstatic. We're still limited with the people that come in from the schools. We have the children, of course, but it's really limited because of COVID, of course. Once the COVID is over, it's going to be full scale. Even the administration building is limited. So we haven't had an opportunity to fully enjoy the buildings yet, but we will.
We'll basically go around and do the access road, of course our educational learning plaza and our new parking lots, and we'll physically come inside the new admin building. When we come back, we'll do the exterior of the new middle school. We would like to begin. Thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoy our tour. To your right is our educational learning plaza. This was designed to have drones. We have electrical outlets for the community to come out and do concerts and just basically walk our track. We have facilities for the students to just come outside if the teachers want to go ahead and let their kids come outside. Over to the left is our new middle school. It's a beautiful building. The building is 3 stories, and it houses 59 classes. We have 2 gyms, we have a karate room, we have a drama room, and a band area. These are items that were added newly to the campus.
Here is an inside look at the new middle school.
So when you come in, we have our reception and registrar area for our students. We did build the entire platform in here to be bulletproof, just for extra added security and safety measures. It does have a video doorbell because we are high tech. And so you ring the doorbell, we let you in, and then this is our secure area. Through this door is the main office. It's where my office, the conference room, and secretary are located. So we'll head towards the building. So as we enter the main part of the building, we have learning stairs. This is just an extra platform. A class can come out, the teachers can teach here, choir can come sing here. The kids have iPads so they can come here and do work. And then everything to the left, there's 3 stories to the building. These are what we call the core academic classrooms, and they're divided by grade level. So on the first floor we have 6th, second floor 7th, and then the penthouse, the 3rd floor, 8th graders. And this is your social studies, science, math, English, and we'll come down and take a quick look.
Now, are there students here already?
There are students here. We have students on site and students that are working virtually. We're running a high flex model. We have some secure features on the floor for COVID scenarios, but we will see a couple of students in the building as well. So this is a 6th grade science classroom here. Just to take a quick look. And we bought flex furniture. Those desks group or ungroup into individual pieces, and then their room connects to a lab. So we built the building for both. This is a brand new lab, and this is also built to be a flexible lab so that students can sit like this and do structures, like dry lab structures, but these are on wheels and they line up to the sinks, and you have a wet lab, so you can roll the furniture around the lab in any way you'd like to use.
Science lab.
Science lab. And so this is the classroom and then the lab, and on the other side of the lab is another classroom, so they both come in and out as they need to, and this is a prep room.
Okay.
And I won't go all down the hall because they're classrooms, standard classroom teachers. On each floor we have a PLC room. It's a professional learning community. It's for our teachers to meet, plan, have lunch, kind of like a little mini teacher's lounge, but also for planning purposes. You may find some in here. But if you come in, you'll see they have a mini fridge, microwave, printer, and an adult restroom because it's always important to have those as well. And so as we go from floor to floor, these would be the same for 7th and 8th grade.
In this hallway.
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty, our library is still a little bit under construction, but we'll show you around. We just got graphics put up today. You'll see some of the TVs are still covered as we're finalizing components in the building. This is going to be our library. We're really excited about it. We have student learning tables. This isn't completely set up because we're still painting and putting the graphics in. This graphic wall just went up this week.
Wow.
So that's why the bookcases are all pulled off the wall. And there's still graphics and paint to go on these walls as well. But we'll have a computer station, we have soft furniture, and then learning tables, and then of course we'll have all the reading and the books in the library. The back room, this is a flex room. It can be closed off to teach a class, or it can open on the other side, which connects to our STEM robotics class and become an extension of that, and I'll show you that on the other side. Everything to the right, when you walk in the front door, this is pretty much your general electives: art, choir, band, athletics, PE. These are your non-core electives.
And it's just middle school band and?
Yes, ma'am. This is
Okay.
a complete 6th, 7th, and 8th grade campus. It's our state-of-the-art nurses clinic. You want to take a peek?
Sure.
Hello, Ms. Rios.
Hello.
We're just doing a quick little tour.
Oh,
This is our new clinic.
Wow, very nice.
Yes, it's really nice. We say that other nurses in the district are jealous. And it's still new. We're still kind of unloading all the equipment as it arrives, but she kind of helped design this one, so it's really built out to a nurse's standard. These are actually fire doors because the building's so long, they block off if there were ever to be a fire. Alrighty, this is our student cafeteria and stage cafetorium.
Cool.
And they did put a state-of-the-art stage with lighting systems. I've got a board bigger than most theater programs have to run the light systems here. So we're really excited about that and the possibility of a theater program that'll come with that, now that we have the facilities for it. This is, I was never much of an art student or didn't have much drawing capabilities, but probably my favorite section of the building because the rooms are so nice. This is our art hallway. And this is a quick view of our new art classrooms. You can come on in. And when the windows are open, you can see the plaza. It's got the floor-to-ceiling windows, and of course all the nice built-in storage and facilities for the room.
This is nice.
It is really nice. And we have 2 rooms that are almost identical. And
Yes.
we actually have the hallway that comes down to this is built to push these out to those windows so that they have that natural light and courtyard view. And then now they can just post their art in the hallways.
Oh, nice.
And so we have a second room that's almost the same, if you want to check it out.
Already ready for Halloween?
Oh, yeah. Very similar layout. And so this will be where they would display the student artwork. And we come on down and kind of keep coming towards the side of the building. We have choir here. I'm not going to pop in there today, but we'll pop in the band hall. They connect.
Okay.
So this is our new middle school band hall.
I know, it's pretty awesome. All right.
This is just for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
1, 2, measure 1.
And we built a series of individual practice rooms to facilitate individual instrument learning. Right now, some of it is housing pieces for us, but we're still building out. And then we added an ensemble room to the back.
Measure 2.
And everything we built in the building was intended to flex. So if your programs grew or you needed additional space, that's why I bought flex furniture, flex programming. I know you're teaching in here. We apologize. You're good. This is an ensemble room, but it also can flex into a choir ensemble room. It can flip to either program.
Oh, cool.
They're separate so that when they're teaching
Yes, so
online,
when
it
you see
doesn't
adult, we think
distract from the
addition.
face-to-face
So in this
teaching.
case, how many beats is that first note gonna get? Somebody tell me, besides the money? Austin.
1.5.
1.5. So we're gonna get where you're gonna be on the and of 2 on the next rhythm. Everybody count, measure 2. 1.
Bye-bye. When we come through here, this kind of leads into the after-school athletic wing. Well, during the day, PE, gyms, athletics, but we can close it off so at night when we have events, parents and students would only be in this portion of the building. So it's designed purposefully for that. This is our competition gym. It's got the wood floor. We'll definitely pop our head in there. This is definitely a PE class. And then we have coach's office and practice rooms all to this side. Now the next gym, you'll see it, but it won't look like a gym right now. I'll show you. This will be our training room. It's still being constructed, so it's just walls right now, so I can't really show you anything there. That'll be finished in December, I believe.
Will that be like weights and things like that?
No, we have a weight room. Training room is for sports injuries, athletic injuries. It'll have the ice machine, the treatment facilities, all of that, the beds, all that kind of good stuff. This is our second gym. We gave the PSAT yesterday, so it's not gonna look like a gym right at this moment, but it is. You can see the flooring's a little different. This is what we call the gold gym. It's got the gold floor. And it's still kind of got our PSAT materials in it, so normally it wouldn't have all of those. We're in the process of moving all of that out. And then when we get to this end, we're very proud of our state-of-the-art weight room, which showcases our Spartan pride. We think it's really nice for a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade campus. Our kids and coaches alike are excited about it.
I guess so.
That's pretty much the layout of our main floor. I am going to go back and show you the robotics area. We didn't stop in there.
Okay.
And our STEM lab. And then if you want, we can go up to any of the specialty programs on the 2nd or 3rd floor.
Okay. So specialty stuff starts in middle school too.
We do. We have, we offer, I have to give you an exact count, but I think we offer 8 high school credit classes in the middle school now, so a student can get ahead in their core and elective content areas. And then we also have specialty courses with robotics and coding. We've been one-to-one with iPads for 3 years here, and so coding's integrated across the campus. And then we do have the specialty courses that lead towards that principles of IT pathway for our students that are more interested in robotics and coding. And then of course we have karate, our excellent karate program. There have been, over the last probably 5 to 10 years, they've become highly competitive. They're competing internationally even. We have a student in the 8th grade that went to Austria last year and competed. So just some significant performances, and Master G is amazing. He's our teacher. So we didn't come down this hallway when we walked by. This area to my left that you see kind of walled in here, this is our RISE program. This is for our life skills students. There's 2 life skills rooms located in here. It's built out specifically for their needs with restrooms, changing tables, kitchens, everything you'd want to see in a life skills setup. We do have students in there, so I'm not going to go in right this moment. And then if we turn here, this lab is not completely built out, but it's labeled an engineering lab. It will have Mac computers in it. It'll be what we call our Mac lab. And it will be an extension of the iPad coding program that we've done with Swift Playground and lead into Xcode here. So this will be an extension of that as we build it out. That will connect to this classroom, which is Hi, Ms. Panther, sorry, we're doing a little tour. Our robotics and coding classroom. So this is investigating careers in STEM and principles of IT for students interested in those platforms.
Hello.
And then and Ms. Panther came to us from NASA, so we have the top of the line.
Wow. Thank you for letting us come in.
If she were to open this garage door to her class, you would see it would line up to that flex room in the library that I spoke about, how we could flex the space this way as well.
Okay.
So it can become an extension of that classroom if they want to do robot, floor robots or Spiros or something like that.
I see.
We have 3 stairwells in the building. We have the main stairwell here. And then in the academic hallways, there's 2 additional stairwells as well. And we do have 2 elevators. So as we get to the platform, this is one of our 2 foreign language classes. So they have a little different structure and furniture. Obviously purchased pre-COVID when we designed the building, but we have it set up for group conversations and learning a separate language. Here you get a nice view of the plaza from the 2nd floor. I always like that view. And then on each floor we have an administrator's office. Mine's on the 1st floor, and then we have one on the 2nd floor and another one on the 3rd floor. Here would be our other foreign language classroom. You can see what that would kind of look like. And then again, down this hall would be your math, science, history, social studies, but for 7th grade.
So the specialty is language on this floor?
Yes, ma'am, and then it's the core classes, and there's a computer class on that floor as well. And here we have karate. Would you like to go in?
Is it all right?
Yeah. We're just taking a tour.
4. Good. Double back. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Double switch.
Yeah.
Ready and line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kia.
Yeah.
Good. Double back. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then when we come up here, this is our 3rd floor administrative office that we have on each floor.
And what do you call the people that are on each
We
floor?
have assistant principals and counselors in each of those offices. And then again, this is the 8th grade hallway for those core academic classes. Math, English, science, social studies. You want to go down? Are you good? You want to see some?
Fucking one, yeah, I guess. Looking one.
Alrighty, here's a history class right here. We're just going to do a little quick tour. I know they're taking a quiz online. I can see them putting it in their devices. It's a true high flex model with technology in the actual classroom.
Thank you.
This will be a computer lab on this campus right now. Our high school Quest program is using this while they're building the STEM Academy across the street.
And that's what they're turning the old middle school into?
Yes, ma'am, that'll be the STEM school. Hello. So the desks are made to circle in group like this. This is part of that flex furniture. Here the teachers have it like this because they only allow 1 per group right now. But the furniture is made to be able to flex into group or individual structures. And we track data and productivity. New building and all, but this still matters.
The rock star category.
We'll pop down there because wouldn't you be interested in seeing a journalism class? There's still a little bit to be done in this room. Ms. McCrimmon is our journalism teacher. She joins us from our great neighbor to the North, Canada. She's been here a while, but you'll pick up the accent. And she worked on the X-Files for a while.
Wow.
And she's, right now we have traditional journalism in your book, but we're planning on adding broadcast journalism. Because believe it or not, the iPads have tons of green screen apps that make it easy for them to do with those journalism activities. Hi, Ms. McCrimmon. We're just taking a quick tour of the building.
Okay.
Sure, everyone's working on their final project for the First Amendment. We just are wrapping up.
Well, freedom of the press is kind of an important
Freedom of the press, yes. Absolutely.
And I was telling her eventually we plan to have broadcast journalism with
Yes.
a green wall. That's our next step.
In that corner.
Yes.
Next to this photography.
She wants it, this will be the area back here. And then our science labs on each floor. On the first floor, you didn't see this because there's no vent hood, because in 6th grade science, we don't use any chemicals that could be volatile. On the 7th and 8th grade floor, the 2nd and 3rd, we included the safety systems so that if there was ever a chemical issue, the alarms would go off and lock from the outside. And you don't really specifically use any in 7th and 8th grade science, but as we continue to expand those high school opportunities into the middle school, we wanted to have the flexibility to use it for upper level science instruction and more of that STEM programming.
Right. So how many students are you prepared to hold in this building?
We can hold between 800 and 900 in this building safely. We currently have about 790 enrolled. So we're still in a pretty good, we still have a pretty good amount of space, and we've built several flex classrooms so that if we do grow and expand, we can adjust those classrooms to accommodate.
Okay, is it the percentage that's here right now during COVID? What would that be, like 25?
We're actually at about 40% face-to-face and 60% virtual. We do teach a high flex block schedule model, so our first period class would be about an hour and a half long, and for about 40 minutes, both the students in the class and online are getting the same instruction from the teacher. So she's talking to her computer or showing her PowerPoint or using her screen, and the students in the room are hearing that same instruction. When that 40 minutes ends, for the remainder of the class, the students that are in the classroom are getting that one-on-one assistance. They're doing the work with the assistance of the teacher, while the virtual students would be working asynchronously on their devices at home doing their own assignments. And they go to 4 classes a day, so it's a block for every other day.
Oh, okay.
Just, it slows hallway transitions,
Right.
just trying to keep everyone safe.
Well, appreciate that. How do you feel about this ribbon cutting day?
It was a rainy day, but we were excited that we got to do it, and we're just excited to give the community an opportunity to see what's been built here and some of the unique features this building offers, some of the state-of-the-art components that we included for our students, and we feel like we built a building that can adapt and adjust over the lifetime of the district, and that's built with the highest security measures for our students, so we're just very pleased with the outcome here.
What is your, what are you most excited about, you think?
In this building, I'm really most excited about how well it was laid out, so that students can we can really hone in on student needs and student instruction, and then the utilization of flex space for the inclusion of technology. So we built several spaces where iPads could go and learning could be extended out of the general classroom, but we also really set it up by grade level, and so that those teachers could flex and support each other and move students as they needed next to each other. It's going to be a lunch switch. Nice job spacing, guys. Good job.
One of the stops allowed a visit to the new Early Childhood Center.
As you can see, the name is newly added to the building. This was our old intermediate campus. This is for our little babies, our pre-K and our kindergartners. Our daycare can hold 22 kids. The ages are 6 months to 3 years. The daycare is open to the community of Stafford, Stafford MSD employees, and also the City of Stafford employees. Currently, per the campus principal, they do have openings at the daycare.
The daycare, because we're not trying to be any of our surrounding partners. We're not trying to be them. We're trying to be the best Stafford we can be. So we've got daycare in-house, so our employees can go, and the city employees can go and get that for an affordable price. That's important, that you can get that as a retention for staying in what? In Stafford. We wanted to have something that wasn't second class. I don't like second class, neither does the Board of Trustees and neither does City Council. We wanted something that was going to look like Primrose, or what's the other one? I don't know them all. Kinder Care or something. My baby is 19. Kids are kids. Kids are kids. Those are all great institutions, but we wanted to do something that looked just like that, felt like that. I am so sorry we have COVID stuff that's out and around the area because it kind of limits our experience. But part of the work is we want you all to see that, because we want to be able to capture the babies from what? Infancy all the way until they get out. One of the things that Stafford Municipal School District has been successful in doing that we know our partners have not been able to do as well is we've graduated. This year we had the first 4 or 6 college graduates who graduated from college before they graduated from Stafford High School. This year they came in black robes from HCC because we completed the K through 16 college or career ready. We just want 100% of our kids to do that, not just the start. This helps us with the entire continuum.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness, we are super excited. It's been a long time coming because initially we had anticipated being open in August, but we had a few setbacks. So the fact that we've actually made it to today, we are super excited that we're able to provide this service for the families of Stafford.
ready to access the new Stafford Access Road. Dr. Bostic, did you want to do any particulars on it? It is a one-way coming in from Scanlon Street. This is the road that our parents utilize to go ahead and pick up their students. It's about 1,000 feet.
I love to call it the Chief's Road, because when I talked to the Chief many years ago before we did the bond and we were trying to alleviate the traffic, I talked to him about what this is supposed to look like and feel like, and this was the solution, and the board and the bond oversight supported that work as well as the community when we did that. So it is a great work. I think at the end it gives us more access. We now have traffic that goes back to Scanlon, and it doesn't clog up the front end of the elementary right now. And we've changed the entire traffic pattern inside the school district, where we have buses inside what we call the internal loop that goes from the high school drop-off to middle school elementary drop-off to early childhood drop-off to middle school. It just kind of makes a loop. It's a great move. So you're on the access road that brings everyone in.
To the right is our athletic facilities, our main stadium, our field house, our football stadium, our practice fields, our tennis courts. Drop off and pick up for the students is in the front of the buildings now. We have added new bus ramps for the students to enter and exit the Stafford campuses. All the campus pickup and drops off are in front of the schools. The parents are now picking up in the back. As Dr. Bostic said, our College and Career Center, we have a law school, we have a nursing school, we have drama, we have technology, we have auto mechanics, and we have agriculture. At the high school, we renovated the library, we added restrooms. The library is accessible to the community and also Stafford MSD.
The tour returns to the new Scarcella Administration Building.
Thank you so much. Let's go inside.
This is our historical room, and it was suggested to the bond committee that we have a history room, and so we chose this design so that we could have each campus in a separate display. So the early childhood didn't have any memorabilia. They came over here every Friday, they went back, and they came out with a beautiful display. And then the same thing with the magnet school. The magnet school will open in 2021, and they did a good job with theirs. So we're happy to show you the history room.
Ms. Norman is going to do a tour right here. This will be the application station where applicants can come in and apply for jobs here at the district. So that's what this is set up for. This is our business office and HR wing of the building. So when we go in, you'll see that there's a row of offices for HR, and then if we wrap around, it'll be the business office as well as my office, the CFO, on this end of the building. And then we'll kind of make a U-turn, come back through this way, and I'll take you on that training end of the building. Everyone. This is our HR wing. Hello. And then you'll see in some offices, we're still unpacking and moving over from the old admin building records, and so those are all promotional items in there. I want to point out these air purifiers that we have purchased for one of our PPE initiatives. They're throughout the entire district. You'll see them pretty much on every hallway, and it's a really high grade with very low maintenance in terms of capturing all particles, not just for the coronavirus, but also during cold and flu influenza season as well. Wow. We make somewhat of a U-turn here. This is our first lounge. We have a lounge upstairs as well. The lounge is equipped with the water fountains, vending machines, and it's one of two break rooms in the building. Temperature readers in the front of the building. We have them throughout this building and all buildings, but you'll find them in the front entrances. It takes your temperature and it also identifies whether you're wearing a mask or not.
Normal temperature.
This is my office back this way if you ever need to get in touch with me. PM coordinator office. We're somewhat making a U-turn here. We have Carolyn's space, her audio TV room. And this leads into storage. And actually this wraps around back to the boardroom.
Oh, okay.
It's a more secure entrance to the boardroom. And this is our copy mail center in this area. And then we'll go down on the other end so you guys can get a glimpse of the training center. for our guests. I think I lost a couple people. The suite of the Chief Innovations Officer, Ms. Marva Raspberry. This leads to Dr. Bossick's wing of the building. So this room here leads to the Board of Trustees conference room. You can take a peek in here.
That's where all the big decisions are.
This is the secret room?
Yes.
Doesn't look like the big one we're in.
So this is their conference room. And it leads back to the board. That door. Absolutely.
Hi.
Well, we were right there.
Yeah. I was wondering where these doors were. Makes sense.
That's right. Well, maybe she don't want to act. I am a ULA grad. So if I had known that we were going to do the tour, I would have turned this on to.
And the
show
other
you
room
how
looks
often-
bigger.
It is bigger. It's,
Wow.
it's very much bigger. I'm going to get that one open in that button. As of the 14th, all grades are back. High school was the last grade to be phased in. High school, 11th and 12th.
Except for babies.
Babies, the ECC, your pre-K and kinder have been phased back in. They were some of the first to be phased in. But yes, you're correct. The daycare, we will be undergoing our state licensing this week, so this upcoming week. So it's much larger, as you can see. Definitely allows us to continue doing face-to-face training while maintaining social distance. One of the things I failed to point out, literally in every office, every classroom throughout the district, we place sanitizer stations. So what I'm trying to do is just point out some of the PPE efforts. There are a multitude of PPE efforts that the district has put in place. We provided one-to-one PPE bags throughout the entire district to every staff member. That includes their own handheld thermometer, cleaning supplies, instructions on how to use everything that was in the bag, gloves, masks. We provided custom masks for all employees as well as disposable masks should students arrive and not have their PPE items. We did add some of those items to the school supply list this year. And I guess we'll go up and then come down. And because I know both Sonia and Dr. Bostick are downstairs, just so you know, this is the superintendent suite.
He has a mirror so you can't see in.
Ha! I can see in.
So here's the elevator. And it has a ledge here that you can look down. Our think tank is room. It allows our CIA team and curriculum instruction folks to come up, work together, brainstorm, and think tank. These two offices here are housed by our PEAMS folks. Very important roles.
What's that stand for?
PEAMS is, it stands for, I always forget the acronym, but it's our student data, how we track attendance, how we track, it's really how we get our state funding. Two very important positions for our district.
That's how we get our funds.
We have multilingual ESL office, federal state grant programs. Chief Academic Officer Suite. And then we're working our way to the second lounge upstairs. Education person, so this is Gracie's office here to the right. We have a copy room here just like we have downstairs. This is the workroom and copy room for this come in handy for our curriculum writers and specialists. And then this takes you right down to the business office area, my area. And we'll take the elevator down.
This concludes the SMSD ribbon cutting tour of October 16, 2020. Thanks for joining us.